Hi everyone, welcome back to my little investigations in the True Blue Scootaloo case. This is part 3, and I already checked the statue before. It's kind of weird for me to alternate between this and Dolly income packs these days. I wish I could do both games at the same time in a single day, but it's a little much. Like today, I actually had to do another Christmas party with the members of the family, and it was kind of annoying. Anyway, talk to Sweetie Belle here. Clubhouse got automatically unlocked. I've already watched this, but it should like divert at some point.
Apple Bloom, help me out here.
Oh, right, yeah, right here.
Oh, it's alright, Sweetie Belle. I've made Twi here an honorary Cutie Mark Crusader for today. But who has a Cutie Mark? I know! That's what makes her honorary. Duh! Oh, okay then. Welcome to our Clubhouse honorary Cutie Mark Crusader.
Thanks, Sweetie Belle.
You know, a thought occurred to me. Did the game developers spend a lot of time like trying to lip sync the voice acting with the characters? Because that's a very, very neat touch. Although more effort than it should have. It probably took a lot of effort for such a little touch, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, Scootaloo.
I thought I told you not to let any non-Crusaders in here. Oh, don't you worry about that, Scootaloo. I made Twi here an honorary Crusader for today. You what? Ugh, Apple Bloom, that's not something you just do on your own. Oh, but she found your ribbon. Ain't that worth something? She did? Really? Really?
Yes, I did.
Oh, give it here!
Hold your horses there, Scootaloo. First, I have a few things to ask about, if I may.
Ugh, really, Twilight?
You want this ribbon back, right?
Fine, make it quick!
Okay, actually, I want to do something.
So, about that honorary Cutie Mark Crusader ship.
No!
You're sure? I'd love to study what goes into Cutie Mark Crusading for science.
No means no, Twi. I can't jeopardize the integrity of our outfits. Not even for a friend. I'm sorry, Twi.
Sheesh. So serious all of a sudden. All right. Let's just get to the clubhouse.
All right, Twi.
We are in the clubhouse, but I guess this dialogue was for like, in case you weren't in there.
So, you're...
Just wanted to check if it was different. Actually, I wanted to present Apple Bloom's portrait to herself, but I'm not sure if that would do anything special anyway. And lots of different little things here, but I can't check any of them, unfortunately. So I can just talk to Scootaloo.
Scootaloo, I have to ask you about last night.
Oh, last night?
Yes, last night. Or, more specifically, where you were last night.
I don't know what you're talking about, Twilight.
Oh, I think you do, Scootaloo. I've already talked to Apple Bloom about some of it.
Apple Bloom? What? Ugh. What did she say, Twilight?
I know that you three were around town square.
Practicing a comedy routine? That wasn't voiced for some reason. Well, as I said once before, script sometimes changes, and in this case, like the scriptwriter wanted to specify something after the voice was voiced.
So, perhaps we should start there.
Is everything alright, Twilight?
Well, yes. It's just that right around here is usually when...
Hi!
Right on schedule.
Oh my gosh, Twilight, this is exciting! You finally come across a confrontation!
Uh-huh.
Now, these are a whole lot like interrogations, except they're longer and cooler! This time, when you totally present some evidence and show that pony who's boss, they may just keep on coming. They're not gonna give in right away. That wouldn't be any fun.
Oh no, it'd be so terrible if some pony around here actually just told me something.
Basically, you're gonna soon enough see multiple topics, and you gotta bring each of them to a conclusion before you finally get to the bottom of things. Kind of like how you gotta get to the middle of a jelly donut to get to the sweet filling.
Well, I can do that.
But uh-oh, here's the part that might make you all frowny wowny. If you present the wrong evidence too many times, well, then it's all over, Buster. That pony's never gonna tell you anything.
But, wait, what? What do I do then?
Oh, well then you just start over.
Start over?
Well, yeah, you just try again from the screen, and the confrontation will start back over like nothing ever happened.
Pinky, I don't think conversations work that way.
It's like she doesn't even know this is a video game. Well, good luck! I'm rooting for ya. Is she always like that?
Yes. Yes, she is.
Oh, one other thing. You also can't leave or save the game once a confrontation starts.
Wait, what?
But don't worry. You can't start them when you don't have everything you need. Super convenient, right? Well, maybe not as convenient as if they just tell you everything at the start, but that'd be no fun at all. Okie dokie Loki. Now that's everything. Bye!
I have everything I need for this? Well, that's a start, I guess. But now it's time to put everything together. Anyways, Scootaloo, about last night and your comedy routine.
It was supposed to be a secret. But yeah, we've been working on a comedy routine for Rarity's birthday. I imagine you already heard that much from Apple Blabbermouth.
So I got 5 chances, and I have to present 3 pieces of evidence to break Scootaloo's lie. Fair enough.
Just a minute. I didn't tell her right away, Scootaloo. She used her big detective brain on me. I didn't stand a chance.
I have no idea if that was a compliment or sarcasm. So, I'll take it as the former. Out of curiosity, why Rarity's birthday? I can see you doing something like this for Cheerilee, but this is different.
Sweetie Belle's idea. She wanted to do something for her sister and somehow roped us into this. I told her that under no circumstances were we going to do something all touchy-feely for Rarity, so that was kind of a compromise. We haven't done comedy in a while, so it seemed like an okay idea to me.
Alright, well, when were you practicing this comedy routine?
We started pretty late in the evening around Town Square, so we could be there when there weren't any ponies around.
Just a minute.
That's what happened when you started. What happened after you started? Were you just working on that routine? Nothing else?
Well, yeah. Can't say we did much else.
Can't see much out of place so far, at least. Alright. Do you think you could tell me what you did do?
After we got started, we got into our routine pretty heavily. Heck, we were working on it non-stop until we called it a night.
Just a minute.
You didn't do anything else until you called it a night? Nothing at all?
That's what I just said, Twilight.
Didn't Apple Bloom say something about this?
We made some pretty good progress if I do say so myself. I mean, I'd hope we did, considering we were there for, over an hour.
Just a minute.
Out of curiosity, may I ask what sort of comedy routine this is?
No. You already know too much, Twilight! You're not getting one more peep out of me! It's supposed to be a surprise!
Yeah, Twi, we're on to you. I ain't telling you one more bit. Yeah, and I'm totally not gonna tell you that I designed costumes for it.
Sweetie Belle! Wait, if you're in here, then who's guarding the clubhouse?
Oh, right.
Note to self. Tartarus hath no fury like a cutie mark crusader scorned.
And that's about it. We're still not there yet, but I think we're getting there. Not sure why you were wondering about this, but there it is.
Just a minute.
Oh, just, curiosity. It never killed the pony, right? Please stop glaring at me like that, Scootaloo. Scootaloo is being awfully vague here. And given what I know already, I have a feeling I know why. I'm gonna have to try to make her be more specific if I have a hope of getting somewhere.
It was supposed... We started...
Must be here, considering Twilight said that Apple Bloom had something to do with it. Anyway, let's check out her testimony. We took a break, during which time me and Sweetie Belle hung out by the bridge. Alright, present.
Wait a second. Not entirely non-stop, I'm afraid.
Huh?
I happen to know that you three took a break part of the way through your practice session. And I also happen to know that neither Apple Bloom nor Sweetie Belle knew where you were during that time.
Apple Bloom!
Sorry, Scootaloo.
Well, what about it?
Huh?
Maybe we did take a break and I went off somewhere else. What about it? Doesn't mean anything. It's not like you know where I was.
When am I supposed to present here? There's Apple Bloom's... That's Apple Bloom's cape, but... I want to say the white hair, because it mentions the tire tracks, but... Well, actually, no, the ribbon. Probably the ribbon. Yeah, I'm gonna present the ribbon.
How's this? Actually, I think I have a pretty good idea of where you were.
What? How?
I talked to Rarity earlier and learned that she witnessed an orange and purple pony running out the door after she discovered her home had been ransacked and her prized jewels stolen. And I also found part of this ribbon just outside the window to her boutique. Not to mention there were tire tracks that looked suspiciously like your scooters, leading directly to that window. Sounding familiar yet, Scootaloo?
Well... Actually, no. Can't say it is.
What?
Come on, Twilight! None of that points to me! Listen to yourself! I jumped through her window to break in? I mean, that's gonna hurt! Not to mention make a lot of noise! And why in the world would I steal anything from some pony whose sister I'm friends with? That makes no sense! All you've got is circumstantial evidence!
I don't know whether to be annoyed by her stubbornness or impressed by the fact that she correctly used the phrase circumstantial evidence in a sentence. Stay cool, Twilight. You already know what you need here. You just need to find ways to prove it to her.
Honestly, Twilight, I can't believe this! You're accusing me of stealing from my best friend's sister? What's gotten into you?
Alright, confrontations definitely are a lot longer. Basically, every time I, do one damage, it's like a complete new amount of, sentences I have to press for info, yet again.
Just a minute.
Scootaloo, I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm simply stating facts. Please, calm down and trust me on this.
I'm not gonna calm down when you're talking like this! Give me a break, Twilight! Give me one good reason why I steal from her. No, not even just from her. From any pony! Just a minute.
Listen to me, Scootaloo. I'm not saying you stole from her, or any pony else.
If you aren't, then why are you talking all about how Rarity saw me and how I broke her window, huh?
Because others are going to think you actually did it, Scootaloo. At face value, it looks like an awfully high-profile heist.
I didn't steal anything, Twilight! I'm not a thief, and you can't prove otherwise! Just a minute.
No, Scootaloo, I can't.
Then what's all this about? I don't know what your game is, Twilight, but I don't want to play!
I'm sorry for doing this to you, Scootaloo, but the truth has to come out if I'm going to be able to help you in this. I hate to say it, but I think some pony very close to you accidentally gave you a motive here, Scootaloo. Even if you didn't actually do it.
Alright, so Rainbow Dash's testimony.
Honestly, give me what? I didn't...
But where do I present it? Do something really super daring for you and your friends. Uh-huh. But do I show it here? Probably here. It says right here, give me one good reason. It's not a good reason, but you know.
Wait a second.
Alright.
Alright what?
I can, in fact, provide a motive for why you'd want to steal Rarity's prize jewel.
Uh-huh.
Scootaloo, I know that a short while ago, Rainbow Dash gave you a very special ribbon of hers and told you a few choice words. Among those, however, was the instruction that you should do something very daring for you and your friends. I trust you know where I'm going with this. If you really did do a bold heist of Rarity's boutique in the middle of the night to steal her most precious jewel, that would certainly be awfully daring.
What? No, Twilight, no! You got it all wrong! That wasn't it at all! After she said that, I started practicing scooter tricks, not theft! Stealing things from ponies is so uncool, Twilight. I never! You remember those tricks that Rainbow Dash did at the Best Young Flyer competition, right? I had to try one of those out! Of course I can't fly, so, well, I kinda had to make do with what I can do. You remember that trick where she spun clouds around, right? So awesome! Well, not as awesome as the Sonic Rain Boom, of course, but I figured, maybe I'd work up to that. The Carousel Boutique's nice and round, so I've been practicing going around it at top speed. I'm getting pretty good at it. Anyway, the point is, that was not what I had in mind when she gave me that advice. At all.
All right, Scootaloo. I believe you.
Scootaloo's trick. Scootaloo's been practicing a scooter trick in which she circles around and around a Carousel Boutique.
Come on, Twilight. Even you have to admit that the story you're telling here sounds awfully far-fetched.
Well, just one more HP on Scootaloo, which means one more evidence to present and that's it.
All I'm doing, Scootaloo, is putting together the evidence as best as I can to see what it tells us.
Well, you're not doing a very good job of it, I can tell you that.
Patience, Twilight. Patience.
First, there's the window itself. I mean, really, Twilight? You're going to claim that I rolled directly towards the window and crashed through it? Why in the hoof would I do that?
I'm guessing this is why I'm gonna have to present the white hair evidence, or maybe opalescence profile, to show why Scootaloo would have a reason to do that.
Just a minute. I don't know, Scootaloo. Why don't you tell me why you'd do that?
Well, nice try, Twilight.
Worth the shot.
Second, if all that Rarity said was what color the pony was, then that could have been any pony. We're pretty colorful, unless you have evidence that only I could have fit that description.
Just a minute. Scootaloo, what other pony around here is orange and purple?
Well, you're pretty purple, Twilight. And Applejack sure is orange. Who's to say that you two didn't team up to rob Rarity, huh?
Note to self. Fillies have hyperactive imaginations.
Really, this is some pretty darn weak evidence, Twilight. I don't know what you did to make the others talk, but if this is your best, I'm not impressed.
Just a minute. Weak or not, Scootaloo, it's what the team from Canterlot is going to have to work from if they arrive before this is resolved. And trust me, they aren't as interested in the genuine truth as I am.
Please, Twilight, if they're as dense as I remember them being, you really think that they're gonna be able to do anything at all?
That's not a chance I want to take. And even if they do get nowhere, then the real thief is still at large. So, are you gonna talk to me or not?
I just can't. Sorry, Twilight.
Guess we're doing this the hard way. As usual. I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere here without some solid evidence. I must be able to answer one of these questions she's asking. But the question is, which?
The first one.
First,
I'm gonna claim that I rode directly towards the window and crashed through it. Why in the hoof would I do that? Well, maybe if you saw a cat in the way. I have chances. I might as well, if I fail this, I might as well show what happens if you fail.
I know it sounds far-fetched, Scootaloo, but this shows that it's the truth.
Twilight, quit wasting my time.
Okay, sorry. Come on, Twilight. First, make sure you've got what you need for this one.
First,
Okay, that didn't work out. Too vague, I suppose. So I guess I have to show the white hair. Or not.
I know it.
Okay, that's strange. In that case, what am I supposed to do? Maybe it is the second question. Okay, I guess I'm gonna Scootaloo's trick on the first question?
Wait a second.
Ah, okay.
No. Actually, I'm not gonna claim that you rode directly towards the window, because that's not what happened.
Well, look, this is I really do have to complain about this. It's not specifically to this, but Ace Attorney games. Sometimes they have like evidence where you have to present it, and it has to go in a roundabout way where your character is not gonna say, no, that's not what I want to prove, but this is the evidence I have to show to you in order to get to my point. And that really like makes like tougher puzzles than they need to be. Because I wanted to, like, you know what? Let's just watch where Twilight goes with this, because maybe I missed something.
Well, then what?
You said it yourself. You've been practicing going around the Carousel Boutique at top speed, right?
Yeah.
What do you think might happen if, say, opalescence were to suddenly be in the way?
See, this is what I mean. This is exactly the logic I was going for. But showing Opalescence's portrait or the tire marks themselves, or the white hair, quote unquote, doesn't bring Twilight to this point for some reason. But fair enough. I just wish like there would be an update right now that would make it so that showing Opalescence's portrait would also work. But you know, I can see that showing Scootaloo's trick is the way you're supposed to do it. Whatever.
You'd have to swerve pretty hard to avoid hitting her, right? Hard enough that you might leave tire marks and lose control of your scooter. And then perhaps crash and be launched accidentally through the window of her boutique? Am I getting warm, Scootaloo?
Bingo. Bullseye. Can't get warmer than that. Enough already. I give.
Do you think, now, you might be willing to finally tell me what happened that night?
Apple Bloom?
Well, I can help you, Scootaloo. I can just feel it.
All right. No more running, hiding, or dodging. I'll just give it to you straight. Not much else to do now, right? You already know most of it, so, well, I won't bore you with those details. Yeah, I was practicing that trick. Oba got in front of me. I tried to avoid her and wham! Before I knew it, I was flying through that window. I guess the star from my ribbon got caught on something was torn off when I did. Honestly, I didn't see much when I was there. I saw some dark figures who I think got startled when I crashed through the window. They ran away pretty quickly after I did. I heard one of them trip, at which point I heard a pretty scary growl and a yelp, as well as the sound of, well, something getting ripped. By a claw, I guess? It didn't take me long to figure out what was going on and that I needed to get the heck out of here, so I ran as quickly as I could. And, well, that's about it, really. I totally forgot about the scooter when I left since I was in such a panic, so I came back and got it later.
I hadn't actually thought about what happened to your scooter until just now. Any reason you bring that up?
Come to think of it, if she went back to get her scooter, why didn't she like find the star? Well, I guess it was still night and she didn't see the star. Like, it was supposed to be hidden well, even though it wasn't in the gameplay world.
It's strange, Twilight. I feel like there are thousands of ponies somewhere out there, watching us, looking closely for missing information, and judging us harshly if they find any.
That's oddly specific.
Call it a Philly's instinct.
Well, thanks, Scootaloo. I think it's about time I paid the Carousel Boutique a second look.
Oh, and before I forget, here's your ribbon back. Sorry to have used it as a bit of a bargaining chip.
Yay!
No longer have a partner. Ah, Apple Bloom is a cute filly to have for a partner. But I guess that'll be for some other time. Well, can still talk to Scootaloo and Apple Bloom again. Oh, and I could present her portrait to herself now.
Yep, that's me, Apple Bloom, leader of the Cutie Mark Crusaders.
That's funny. I didn't know the Crusaders had a leader.
Well, not officially, but when you're in a group of ponies, it kind of just happens that the smartest one of them takes charge, you know?
The smartest one in the group takes charge? Huh. I wonder where she got that idea.
Well, she's the most innocent right now. Well, I guess Sweetie Belle's more innocent, but, you know, Sweetie Belle likes being not a leader. I don't know why I still have Scootaloo's trick as evidence, but I guess I might need it later, as well as the testimony.
Yeah, that's me, leader of the Cutie Mark Crusaders.
That's funny. I didn't know the Crusaders.
Wait,
had a
what?
leader.
Oh, Scootaloo also claims to be a leader?
Well, the others aren't gonna admit it, but you know that the coolest pony always ends up in charge of a group.
Wait, does she mean that I'm?
You're kind of an exception there, though.
Right, of course.
Okay, so I guess Sweet Belle really is best Crusader because she's humble. She doesn't claim to be the best of them all. Not to mention she had that song. There's something else I want to show Scootaloo, an opalescence portrait. I want to see what she has to say. Not to mention I might get some evidence out of it.
I don't know what you want me to say. That pony's sure not as awesome as Rainbow Dash.
That's not a pony.
Not exactly the information I was looking for, but duly noted nonetheless.
It's kind of a shame that Scootaloo responds to opalescence portrait like that. Considering it, opalescence is pretty crucial to Scootaloo. Then again, Scootaloo actually probably wasn't aware of... No, actually she had to be aware of opalescence because opalescence is the entire reason she crashed through the window. Ah well. It's just a small hole in a rather big game. I'm sure I still have like 5 more videos, no, 10 more videos to go with this experience. And it's pretty good so far. Little nitpicks aside. I was thinking about ending this here to make it a really, really short video, not to mention it was like my first confrontation, but I'm gonna continue a bit more until I get to a new area anyway. Wait, no, until 10 minutes from now. Yeah. The hell? Huh. Well, Rarity is in here now. Let's check it out.
Rarity, did you clean up the boutique?
Why, yes, darling. It was a dreadful, awful mess. Just a few more bits and pieces to put in order, and it'll be good as new.
But it's a crime scene.
I know! Wasn't it terrible? It's taken me all morning to get it back to near working condition.
Rarity, you don't just clean up a crime scene. You need to leave them as is so we can find evidence implicating the culprit. All the mystery novels are completely unanimous on this.
Oh, right. I suppose that would make sense.
Ugh, forget it. Let's see if there's anything of note left. Well, this is something at least. I suppose. This stool wasn't like this yesterday, right?
I should say not! I certainly would have cleaned that up if it had been. Like I was about to.
Down, Rarity. Resist the urge. Let it be dirty for one day.
If you insist. I shall do my best.
Rip's stool. A stool found in the Carousel Boutique was stepped over and ripped last night. The rip is odd. What could have caused this? A claw, perhaps? Either opalescence or...
I don't see anything else. Is there really nothing left to look at in here? No offense, but this stool isn't going to do much.
Well, if you've overlooked anything, I might be able to help with that.
Really? How?
Do you recall that gem-finding spell that I taught you a little while ago, Twilight? Well, I just so happen to have been improving it to find other things that are easily overlooked. I tell you, Twilight, that has been invaluable keeping everything in good working condition around the boutique. I used to spend so long finding all the little things I work with around here.
Huh. Well, that does sound useful. Okay, let's try it out.
Pinky? Oh no, Rarity is a partner. Ah, cool. So she's got a passive ability that allows her to... Well, Rarity has a long way with sweet talking into ponies into getting her way, and she's always happy to lend her talents to help out a friend. Call on Rarity if a male pony, or a pony with an ego, is giving you the cold shoulder. And she has an active ability that allows her to gem find. Find gems. Scale gem find. Yeah, something like that.
But how does it...
Ah, there we go.
You girls talking about Rarity's super duper looper hooper cool ability? I've been waiting so
actually get a tutorial from some pony who knows something about the topic at hand.
Hoof. Topic at hoof.
You know those crazy times when you're making cupcakes, but then you totally can't figure out where you left the egg timer? No? Well, I sure have, and let me tell you, they are not fun, Buster. But Rarity never has those problems, because once she turns on that super special power of hers, then she can kind of just point her horn and poof! Anything nearby lights up like a disco ball. Then you just gotta go over and take an itty-bitty look-see. To turn on her ability, just click on the button in the field with her face on it. Then, click a spot in the field. If there's anything hidden nearby, you can click on that to check it out. Neat, huh? And to turn it off, just click on the button again. Simple dimple. If you ask for extra help from the options menu, then the button will light up all brighty-like to let you know there's something important to find. Ooh, sparkly!
I still don't...
I know. Trust me, Twilight. They understand me.
Uh-huh.
Come on, why don't you try it out? I bet there's a little something over to the left of that stool. Okie dokie. Hope you find lots of cool treasure out there. Bye!
Accurate, albeit perhaps over-enthusiastic description.
Well, let's get to it. There must be something around here, right?
Alright. I guess I'm... Oh, cool. I guess I'm gonna end this video by using Rarity's ability and whatnot. Just want to check up... Like, I want to check up the entire boutique.
Rarity, I know that these booths are here for trying on dresses, but I've always wondered, what's the purpose of the drawers?
Why, darling, accessories, of course! A dress isn't a dress without a little sprucing up to match the pony who's going to wear it. Let's see, we've got gems, jewels, sequins, lace, buttons, threads, frills, bells, patches, little pieces of string that I've picked up off the ground, fuzzy bits that I'm not sure what they're from.
I think I'm getting the picture, Rarity. Thanks. Although, aren't gems and jewels the same thing?
Certainly not! Only an untrained eye would think such a thing! That is, not to say that you're, untrained in terms of optical ability, Twilight.
Gee, thanks.
Nah, that's it. That's all I can... Well, actually, there's the stairs.
Twilight, my dear, may I ask where you're going?
Oh, well, I thought maybe the thief had come in through the second floor window.
Twilight, that is my bedroom. I rather think I would have noticed if they had come in through there.
Right. Never mind.
And that's it? Only the stairs and the makeup boots? Oh no, there's actually the mirror too.
Wow, Rarity. You certainly take good care of your mirrors. These practically shine.
But of course, it's how I size up all of my clients. You can't see clearly if you can't first see clearly, you know?
Yeah. I think...
Now that I look at you in this light, why, you're looking positively radiant, darling.
I am?
But of course! Picture it! I could put together a nice green dress for you. No, not green, sea green. And it would be flowing and would have sapphires from the hip down to the bottom in a swirling fashion.
Rarity.
But it would have to have the shoulders just right. Why, if they're too small, then it's like they aren't there at all. But if they're too big, well, then you look just like a cliché tacky princess. Nothing like the princesses we know.
Rarity.
And of course we have to give you something else to wear on top of your back. Why, it just wouldn't do to make there be nothing separate. Now I'm thinking of something silk. Maybe orange? Or perhaps, yes, of course, something red. My dear, to accentuate that rather tasteful streak you have in your mane, and...
Rarity!
Oh, yes, Twilight?
Perhaps we should be getting back to our investigation?
But I'm in the zone, Twilight! You could be the star inspiration for my entire new fashion lineup!
Rarity. Investigation.
Alright.
You know, the designers of this game sure like to write lots of text, and they sure loved having the voice actresses read it all out. Is there something there? Makeup boots. Thought it was makeup bottle for some reason. Anyway, I think that's it. Except I have to talk to Rarity now.
Well, let's make haste, my dear. I'm sure we'll find something around here if we use that spell of mine.
But wait, why are you telling me? You're the one doing it.
She really doesn't get it, does she?
Alas, no. It would seem not.
Why does every pony always seem to get her but me?
Alright, that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna search now. Search. And look to the left of the stool. Wait, the hell? Okay. This is quite strange. Ah, okay, so basically it like makes a sound the closer you get. It starts sparkling more. That's kinda neat, that's very cool presentation.
Huh? What's this?
Small gems and hooked gems. Let's check the small gems first.
A bunch of small gems? Rarity? Did the thieves try to steal these too?
Well, no, actually. Those had been on that stool. I imagine they were knocked over with it. I had been trying to find them, though. Thank you, Twilight.
Never mind then.
Small gems. And hooked gems.
This is an oddly shaped jewel. Seen this before?
No, I can't say I have.
Strange. Well, now I think that's about it for things to be found in here. Thanks, Rarity. Say, I wonder if we missed anything else somewhere else. Rarity, would you mind tagging along a little longer? That ability looks useful.
But of course, Twilight. Lead the way, my dear.
I should check elsewhere to see if we've missed anything. Perhaps outside the boutique to start.
But that will be for next video. Things sure are looking much better now. More... Rarity got stuck there. More playing and, well, still lots of talking, but talking is fine. Just with playing, it's even better. Anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed this video so far, and I hope you all have a very nice day. Next time, we're going to be using more of Rarity's ability, and hopefully making lots more progress. Bye-bye!